The Pokemon World Championship dates have been announced from August 18th to the 21st at the Excel Center in the London, UK. In England. So we'll be heading over there across the pond for us in the States, and for everyone else, well, you guys are going to have to make your way to England for 4 days of the wonderful World Championships. Now let's look at the news article that came out this morning with dates, a little bit more information. And I haven't taken a full look at the article yet, so maybe there's some information about championship points and stuff of that nature, but I probably assume not. So we're just going to take a look at it anyway with the dates, and I'll give you guys a little bit of an insight on how you can qualify, I guess, at the current moment, and then we can amend this as more dates come out or more information comes out. But for those who are traveling, regardless of invite or not, those are the dates you need to keep in mind. So, the Excel Center will be hosting the 2022 Pokemon World Championships from August 18th to 21st, and the big event is back. Join the action in England for 4 days straight this summer. 4 straight days, that is something that we still have not done before in history past. Usually, let's look at the dates. If something like this was happening, Worlds would start on Friday to the 21st. It would be like the 19th to 21st. So I don't know if this means that the 18th will still be the kickoff for the opening ceremony. Yeah, it looks like it is actually, because it says from August 17th to 21st, the Pokemon World Championships will also be a home to the Pokemon Center store. I saw a date and I immediately zeroed in on it. Sorry for skipping other details. And usually the day before the Pokemon World Championships begin, like the opening ceremony, the Pokemon Center will be open. There will be check-in simultaneously for every event, spectators, etc. So this does imply that starting Thursday, we will be playing Pokemon. So let's read the rest of the article. The event will include TCG, Sword and Shield video games, Go, Unite, and DX. So there's going to be 5 games for the first time. So Unite and Go get added to our official, docket of tournaments alongside Pokken, Sword and Shield, and TCG. And we'll go to the Excel Center, which is a massive, 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 massive center. If you guys didn't know, I will pull it up real quick for you guys. Look at this thing. It's like absolutely massive. I remember walking for a very long time to get to where I needed to be one year because it was in the middle. But it is an absolutely, absolutely massive venue. An absolutely gorgeous venue. It's huge. So it just depends on what hall we got. I think it says we don't have a hall yet. It looks like, but I've been here for the EUIC. It is absolutely massive. I have no doubt that it'll be a fantastic venue, but there are very few hotels in the area, so start booking right now if you want to figure it out. I will most likely get an Airbnb, so I'm not too worried about myself, and I don't mind taking like a transit or a train or something in the morning. Now, it does say again, Worlds is now a 4-day event in italics, which means it is emphasized that we will be doing 4 days with exciting activities for the players and spectators alike. The very best Pokemon trainers will be vying for the title of World Champion, but it's only the beginning for the fun. Other activities will be available for all Pokemon fans. Now, historically, what has been there at the World Championships is there is a demo for the upcoming game, so there will probably be a Scarlet and Violet demo for everyone to try. Some sort of other demo, because we had Masters at the last Worlds shown off. Like a stamp thing, a learn how to play TCG. I don't think there's a learn how to play VGC thing. The Pokemon Center is fantastic to attend and buy stuff. There's side events. There's probably going to be the London Open. If this is 4 days, I think this will still be the norm for the London Open, more or less. And then there's the Pokemon Center. They'll have a lot of items, some of which are not, or I guess most of which will not be available to you like online or at home or something. They'll have deck boxes, sleeves that are exclusive to that year's World Championships, the playmat, the t-shirt, the jersey, the hoodie, posters, plushies, etc. Now, these are all going to be differing from what the competitors actually get, but don't feel bad because they're not that much different. There's still something you could buy as a memorabilia to take home with you. I know personally I always buy the plush at the store for my parents as a memorabilia because I like to bring them something home, and my mom thinks Pikachu is adorable. So I would always pick her up whatever the World's Pikachu is at the store or Worlds. Like I think last year in DC, or not last year, in DC they had a Piplup and an Eevee, and I picked both of those up as well for my mom. So you don't have to rush into the Pokemon Worlds store if you're a spectator on the first day. It's going to be a very massive line. I guarantee you that you probably don't want to wait in that line because there are going to be people who line up first thing in the morning, even though the store is going to open at like 6 like 4 p.m. maybe on the day of, because I think it'll open simultaneously with whenever check-in starts, and check-in usually opens like 4 or 5 p.m. on the Thursday. Now, if it is like World Championships in years past, if you're a day one competitor, you will have to turn in your list at check-in. Like you will have to have a list turned in when you check in, and you are locked into that list for day one. Now, day one competitors will grind through day one to qualify for day two if it is similar to years in the past. And day two will be where a couple of players will be waiting across the board. It looks like they're going to let a lot more players through day two potentially, making it look like Swiss into like regional style tournament potentially is what I think will happen into a day three. So we might have like a 14 round like Swiss Worlds, which is, I'm not opposed to the idea. It would be kind of cool. It eliminates a little bit more of the variance of I lose one game, I have no longer, like I lose 1.5 games, I'm out of cut. I can no longer make top 8, which means you no longer have a shot at winning the World Championships. So I like that. I don't know what's going to happen. That's not actually formally announced. We don't have any like information on that. But if you want to look at the championship points table, this is what each game has to do to earn their points. I'm sure something will get inflated, something will change heading into the World Championships after the third international. But at the moment, I believe, 500 for Masters to get to the first day still. And then for the day two invites, if that is something you are looking towards, if you've already earned your day one invite, these players will get one automatically. And then it also says in fine print, players with invitations. Wait, where is this? There was something here that had a little blurb. Oh, maybe it's gone now. Oh, there it is. Information about additional invitations that advance the player straight to day two of Worlds, but without travel awarded, will be available at a later date. Now, what that means is these players are going to have their travel awarded, and like basically like, welcome, please, you're coming. Like I've been in that situation 2 times in a row. I really did not phrase that properly, but I've been in that situation 2 years in a row, and I should be in a good spot to vie for my spot for a third year. But if I don't, I still have almost 1,000 championship points. So it would kind of suck to have to actually play through day one if I don't make it to that top 16 berth. But it does say information about these additional invites that advance a player straight to day two, but without travel award, will be available at a later date. So do not worry, do not freak out if this is you, or if there's something you want to go for past your 500, 600 points you might have already. Go for it. Don't sit back and rest on your laurels. Basically here. But that being said, that is our information we have for the World Championships. This is the most important part here. Invited players will not have to pay an entry fee to play at Worlds, but there will be a nominal fee for spectator badges. Now, in the 2018 and 2019 World Championships, if I remember correctly, you were able to get a spectator badge for $10 US. And it came with like 2 packs, I think. So it's not like the end of the world. You're still getting packs. But spectator badges sold out very quickly. If you are a player, like for example, if I check into the World Championships, which I will be doing, I will be given a spectator badge in each of my bags. So if you have a friend who is a competitor who is not using their spectator badge, reach out to them first. Now, following that, if you sign up for something like the Open, but do not procure a spectator badge, you will not be allowed, like that's not going to grant you a spectator badge. In years past, it has not. It will not do so in the future, I believe. So as soon as spectator badges go up, if you think you're going to go, if you know you're going to go, I don't think there's any harm in just picking up a spectator badge or two just to be safe, just to make sure you have, if the option is available to you at some point to go to Worlds, or it's like on the table for you, it is something that you should be doing. That being said, it's an absolute fun fiesta of Pokemon. It is a conglomerate of people who love Pokemon. Every World Championship I've been to has blown me completely away, whether I have played, whether I've just been a spectator, whether I've gone to just root on my friends. I remember the first Worlds with Pokemon Go being out in 2016. There was like 1,000-man group moving from raid to raid, basically. Like, it was just something special to behold. It is one of the biggest celebrations of Pokemon that you could ever attend. There will always be a TCG and a VGC announcement, and probably a Unite one as well this year. I think, I would assume, of something brand new for the games. So that's also really exciting to be at the forefront of this. And it is, I don't know, a very emotional event for me because it is like a great celebration of of Pokemon. So if you guys are on the fence about going, you should. If you've qualified and you don't know if you want to go, I don't know, just go. Just go play. It's your first Worlds if you qualified. If it's not your first Worlds and you just don't care anymore, it is what it is. But I love it. I'm really excited. This is like the first thing I saw when I woke up. So before even my morning meeting, I decided to record this and get it up for upload. But I am very emotional. I'm going to be looking at dates, and I cannot personally wait myself to play, because it is going to be the first Worlds in 3 years, which is really, a lot to say and think about. So I hope to do well at Worlds. But that's getting ahead of myself. We've got 5 months till then. So let's do other stuff.